Guys, the JAXXON Podcast. In case you don't know who this is, it's that big guy and that little guy somewhere on the screen. But yeah, they had Henry Cejudo, aka Henry Cejudo, aka very short man. He's on it. He's just fucking weird. He's became very odd later in his career. He's slowly becoming more and more weird. I know at first he was a little cringe, but now it seems like he's into some. I'm not one to judge, but he's into a little weird, a couple weird things I'd like to say. Let's get into it. Starting off at 3:30, I think it is. He starts talking about you'll hear it.
The Messiah.
I don't
The
know.
chosen one.
I don't remember. What is
Well, I just thought you would.
No, I don't know all that.
I know. I think it's Abraham, the father of all nations.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
Okay, yeah, I don't know early time code, but
Hey, let me see.
what the fuck is this shirt?
I think it's Abraham, the father of all nations.
Look at this shirt.
Anyway,
He's wearing a sequenced jaguar shirt.
Hey.
Look at this shirt. What is this Dominican ass shirt? Middle of the mall Dominican shop shirt that Henry Cejudo's wearing. Is this a 10-year-old female shirt? I think this is a little girl's shirt he's wearing.
Let me see if y'all can answer this.
all right.
What does BBC mean?
Okay, so Rampage asks, what does BBC mean? Let's see how the little guy responds.
BBC, Balboa Bay Club in Newport Beach, right? What?
I'm like, it hurts my throat.
British.
It what?
Newport Beach, right? What?
I'm like, it hurts my throat.
British
trying-
Broadcasting
it
Channel.
It hurts my throat. What Henry Cejudo? He asked, "What does BBC stand for?" The British Broadcasting Channel, and you start talking about it hurting your throat. So this little man who is, about level with Rampage Jackson's, you know what, starts talking about BBC hurting his fucking throat.
What the fuck?
you're right.
Oh, nice cover up, buddy. Start looking. Oh, yeah. You said it
It's
hurt
like
your
so
throat.
CNN meme.
Yeah.
What the fuck is?
What the fuck?
You're right.
What were
It's
you
like
like?
CNN meme.
Oh, yeah, that's what the BBC did. Henry Cejudo, what is going on with you? First, you wear a women's shirt, and then you start talking about BBC makes you choke. I don't know what's wrong with you. This is fucked up right here.
And I came out, and then the dude pretty much co-cocks my neighbor who's like 65 years old. So then I had to go in there, picked him up, dropped him, put his hands behind his back, slapped him up a little bit. Cops came, fucking fire department came.
So this is how he's describing, attacking a guy who, came into his house to steal his belt. He's a savior. He went in there, lifted up the guy, threw him all around, spun him over his head, threw him up in the air, kicked him 20 times, and landed on the ground, put his hands behind his back. This is not real. You're a little dwarf midget. You did not pick up this grown man, throw him in the air, put his hands behind his back. You're not a police officer. What are you talking about?
Back, slapped him up a little bit. Cops came.
Like, he's looking all around for that validation. Guys, I slapped him all around, guys. I picked him up. I slapped him. I put his hands behind his back for the cops. No, you didn't.
Fucking fire department came. Like, it was like,
Oh, yeah, fire department came to fucking arrest the guy who broke into your house. Oh, okay. So now we know you're fucking lying. The fire department did not come. What are you even talking about with your fucking lint that is stuck in your beard?
and I live in a very, very wholesome neighborhood.
Ugh, look at that. That's just disgusting. You need to clean that out. That's nasty.
Bro, like it's you feel like
Is
you're in a
it-
little town and like
Is it a gated community?
no.
Was this
no.
a citizen's arrest?
Oh, so you don't live in a gated community. You're poor. So, my neighborhood's very nice. Is it gated? No, it doesn't have a fucking gate. Yeah, so the guy just basically could walk into your house. Of course it's going to get robbed. What the fuck? Henry Cejudo, I thought you have all this money. You're poor.
Pretty much citizens arrest, yeah. So I grabbed them. The cops came in. It was kind of easy to the way to handle somebody. You just gotta control their hips. So then after that, like I had about everybody from Telemundo, Univision, Fox, CBS.
Okay, so everyone's calling Henry Cejudo trying to get, this story. Did anyone see this story at all? I saw it on Instagram MMA pages talking about it. That's the extent. CNN, Telemundo, this was not on any of these channels. What is he talking? Like maybe it was on telemundo.com, maybe their website where they put 10,000 articles up a day, or maybe they ran it at 1 a.m. when everyone was asleep. But this was not some big giant story. Henry Cejudo saves the day. He beats up a guy who broke into his house.
BBC. I mean, they're all showing up to do
Did he just say BBC and wink at Rampage Jackson? This is confirmed.
yes, BBC.
BBC.
I mean, they're all showing up to do the. They're all showing up to. They want to do interviews with me and whatnot, and I was like, all right, fuck it, dude. Let's do it. Shit, I'm in.
Nobody wanted to do an interview with you. But, like, he lies so much in this interview, it's really odd. Like, this whole interview is just him lying, I think. In my opinion, it seems like a lie.
See, he has no respect.
No respect.
So
for
now
a
that we
podcast.
see you have no
Kick him
respect for us, I can
Kick
imagine what
him
you do
out.
in his house.
Put him in a body bag. You know what? You're fired.
Okay, stop yelling, little man.
How about that?
God, he gets riled up.
Yeah,
How about
man.
But you're
that?
right, because Cutman takes large, so
He's
he
like-
probably
They're talking about Cutman Tate. Somewhere around here, he starts talking about with the guy breaking into his house and stealing his belt. His UFC belt got stolen by someone who broke into his house. And he kind of, gives more details on the situation.
walked in and started having things fall. Should we FaceTime him and see if it was him?
Yeah,
All
FaceTime. Let's
Just-
FaceTime.
Tate, they told me it was a big, fat black man.
What is his infatuation with big fat black things, big fat black men? Look at the way he's smiling at Rampage. Rampage is like, can you please stop it? This makes me feel uncomfortable, man.
We can't say that to Tate. You already have beef with Anthony. Question?
What's up?
They're accusing you at the JAXXON Podcast. They're saying that you took
They're
my
accusing
belt.
you at the
Yeah,
JAXXON
yeah,
Podcast. Oh my god. Oh. We gotta get past that. Oh my.
It's an honor to be the full experience of this.
What do you mean true? Well, it's still this side right here.
Okay, he starts talking about his fucking eyes. We don't want to hear about that. Guys, ignore this. He starts talking about the belt somewhere around here.
2 to 3 months to get, to see if somebody was in the system already.
Hey, I bet you that.
Oh, this is it right
Always,
here.
always,
This is it.
always people that steal from this.
Not always. We shouldn't say always.
Almost always.
Thank you.
Yeah, but luckily, bro, we did get a fucking fingerprint.
He said we. You do not work for the police force, you little man. Did they give him like a little dress up, like a kid's Halloween costume? And he put it on and all of a sudden he acts like he's a police officer now? You did not get
Say
anything.
always.
Almost always.
Thank you.
Yeah, but luckily, bro, we did get a fucking fingerprint on the glass when my belt fell off. So the belt fell, so it was on a.
Okay, so what is this? So they pulled a fingerprint from the glass. Henry Cejudo and his team of officers pulled a fingerprint from the glass. And now they're gonna
Shelf. It was on a glass
he's gonna explain how this happened. There was no fingerprint on the glass.
shelf. So apparently the dude there's like a palm print there, but apparently that shit takes
Oh, it was a fingerprint, now it's a palm print. Yeah, they have palm prints in the system. Let's run through the system and see whose palm that we have. This isn't real. But this is even worse. He tells them what the officers lied to him and said.
apparently the dude there's like a palm print there, but apparently that shit takes 2 to 3 months
No, it does not take 2 to 3 months.
to get to see if somebody was in the system already.
Hey, I bet.
To see if someone was in the system already, it does not take 2 to 3 months. So basically what happened, let me give the true story. It seems like the cops saw this little midget. They thought something was, a little off with him. They realized, hey, this guy, he thinks he's a cop. He thinks he's a fighter. He probably just bought this belt on the UFC store. But for some reason, he really wants it back. So I think if we just tell him 2 to 3 months, we'll get the fingerprints back. We'll catch the bad guy for you, buddy. Don't worry. He will forget about it in a couple months. He won't be stuck up on this too long. But here he goes on a podcast and he's telling the story like this is like he works for the police force.
I bet you that the cut man Tate.
Well, then they start talking about Cutman Tate did it. I don't know why. And that's just completely made up. Speak about made up. In case you guys didn't see, Henry Cejudo's last fight ended due to an eye poke. He took his time. He took the full 5 minutes. I think he then went back into the fight, and then he quit in the corner because the eye poke was too bad. And this is just him speaking about it.
Change.
Yeah.
The rules,
What do you think the rule should be?
automatically, if you poke somebody in the eye, and the fuck,
What the?
What do you think the rule should be?
automatically, if you poke somebody in the eye,
Okay, so now Henry Cejudo is a Nazi as well. I don't know if he really is, but he's doing the hand sign. It looks like to me.
and the fucked up thing about it is
He's getting
once
so frustrated.
he poked me, he was like this.
What? He's very aggravated about this loss on his record.
And the fucked up thing about it is once he poked me, he was like this.
He was like
And then the
this.
Can you
referee
show us
never
real
warned
quick
me.
so the camera can see? Show me what the technique he was using.
I'm gonna tell y'all how to fix it as
Show
soon as
me
y'all
this.
get done with all.
Oh my god, he
all
just
this
stood up and what the fuck is this outfit?
Show us real
warmed
quick
up?
so the camera can see. Show me what the technique he was using.
I'm gonna tell y'all how to fix it as
Show
soon as
me
y'all
this.
get done.
He's wearing
With all this bullshit.
paisley sweatpants with a gay Dominican shirt.
Over here being triple champ, and what did he do?
And then he went like this. So I'm over here getting ready to throw that right hand. So throw that right hand, boom. So he caught me coming in. Bah, so that shit went
Bro,
in.
that's scary just looking at it coming to my eyeball. Rampage, let me do something.
No, I don't want to have nothing to do with somebody coming in your eyeball. Let's go.
Exactly.
tell you
I
how
agree
to-
with Rampage.
how to fix this. I come from Pride, and no Pride gloves.
Henry knows a lot about pride.
Something poked in.
Pride gloves?
No.
Pride?
Fuck.
Your
This is
the
a
fucked up thing about
Do you think the rule should be?
and the rules do need to change.
Yeah.
The rules.
What do you think the rule should be?
The come out was like that's fucking bullshit.
Oh, this is
He was
this,
like
this is the
living on
part.
red.
so-
He
He
like,
ghosted
fuck
you.
it. He
Wow,
ghosted
look
me.
at Bisping when his eye just pops right out.
No, I couldn't see. And you know what? Bisbee came out and he's like he after the fight he came out was like that's fucking bullshit. I lost an eye because of this fucking shit. And
Okay, this did not happen. So now he just lies and says Bisping was on his side. I'm sure Bisping said, "Oh, that's bullshit that you
When
lost
his eye
like that because it was a weird
pops
loss."
right out.
no, I couldn't.
But Bisping did not go up to Henry Cejudo and say, "This is bullshit. I lost my eye because of this." Henry, Bisping did not lose his eye due to an eye poke. What are you talking about? He has a detached retina that was not caused by eye pokes.
see. And you know what? Bisbee came out
Oh wait, I know. Okay, Bisping came out. What did Bisping say, Henry?
and he's like he after the fight he came out was like
Oh, so after the
that's
fight,
fucking bullshit.
bullshit. Okay, I believe Bisping said it was bullshit, and I think he might have said it on his YouTube channel actually. But
I lost an eye because of this fucking shit. And the rules do need to change.
he did not lose an eye because of that shit, Henry. Don't even lie about something like that. I mean, you can get your point across without lying. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
All right, man. Let's go.
Can I ask you a serious question? No, this all jokes
with the
aside.
serious
A street
face.
fight. I'm a street fight. I grew up.
This is, I mean, this just puts a bow on the whole podcast of Henry Cejudo. He starts off talking about BBC choking him up and all this pride stuff.
If you in a street fight and you losing, and it's
One thing I really like about Rampage is that he gets what's going on. He understands Henry's acting a little bit weird. Henry's acting, I start talking about BBC. He's saying it's choking him up and shit. He recognizes that, and here he goes prying into Henry Cejudo, getting him to admit something weird.
guy is like trying to mount you and stuff like that and beat you up, and he kind of like positions his face by his balls. Would you bite his balls to get out of the move?
Oh my, look, he's already doing it. So he's saying, if you were in 69 with a man during a fight, would you bite his balls to, survive, to get out of there? What is Henry Cejudo's first reaction?
Positions his face by his balls. Would you bite his balls to get out of the move?
I would.
You just get.
Oh, so you're going to stick your finger in a man's ass. Guys, this is not normal. The first thing he thinks of is sticking a finger up his ass. So you have a man on your face, and you're thinking about sticking your finger in his ass.
You
What is that? What is that?
No.
Wait. Hold on. What is that?
How do you get a dog when a dog is on another dog, a little puppy? You know how they get them off?
No, Henry, I don't. Tell me how you get a dog off of another dog. Normally, I think, you pull them away. You pull the pressure point of their jaw, their jaw muscle. If you press on it, a lot of times it'll open up. You get to separate the dogs. That's an extreme case. But Henry, how do you get dogs off of dogs?
You put your finger.
I don't
in
want to
there.
know how you get dogs off.
Time out.
That's-
timeout.
that's a different-
You're saying that if
that's
Rampage
different.
was on you, you would
Hey,
finger
bro,
Rampage?
hey,
That's
it's
a
kill or
different
be
question than
killed.
what I-
Wait, you're telling
Kill or be killed. You're not killing him. You're sticking a finger in his ass.
me you would
Kill
finger Rampage?
or be
Why you
killed.
take it there? So Rampage is
Look at him looking off at his friends. He's
you
like, guys, just don't say anything.
finger Rampage.
or be
So why you
killed.
take it there? So Rampage.
Look at that. It's a fake fucking laugh, Henry. Henry Cejudo, we are on to you. You and your little gay Dominican shirt that you're wearing. Middle of the mall gay Dominican shirt with the little sparkles on it, that the sequence shirt that you're wearing.
Rampage is right in your face, and you're gonna finger him to get you off of him. That is crazy,
Bro.
work.
Rampage, you don't need stitches afterwards. Let me
Bro,
put it to
answer-
you.
answer- hey,
he gonna
it's a-
stretch
Oh my.
It's
you out.
a, it's a,
What's up?
He
hey,
gonna stretch you
it's
out.
a serious question though. If
Oh
a
my
guy,
That was a serious answer. See, this is Rampage is really prying into this question. He's like, no, I'm being serious this time. Would you bite his balls?
if you fight, you know how shit happens in street fights, and the guy positions himself, and he's almost sitting on your face in a scramble. Would you bite his balls to get him off your
That
face?
shit sounds real. But
Rampage,
like
what
I
do you
told
think about
I
it?
already-
Oh, that sounds real gay. That's where you draw the line. I'll stick my finger in his ass. You know, it might make me choke up a little bit, but that's where I draw the line. Biting the balls.
already
Tito
gave
or-
you-
It's not because it's gay. He just has boundaries within gay relationships. Like biting balls, that's more animalistic. It's not the fact that it's gay. It's animalistic. That's the part he doesn't like about it. You know, that's very uncivilized. Finger in the butt, that's normal for Henry Cejudo. He can do that type of stuff, you know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but that's more normal to him. But biting a man's balls, that's a hard line he has to draw.
tease to ride your face so you can bite his balls.
What?
Get it off your chest.
But can I tell you something? Can I tell you something who I'm really
I'm
close
kidding.
with?
I was kidding.
What
I
the
was
fuck?
kidding. Give a guess.
Who
Can
are
I
you
tell
really
you that,
close
really,
to?
that he would? He don't give a fuck. Is Mike Tyson.
He'll bite them balls.
he already
Mike
did.
Tyson, yeah, somebody would no, but legit, like he, whew.
What the fuck? So now you bit Mike Tyson's balls. This guy is fucking weird. Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo. You're a weird little man. I want to go back to you standing up. Or I don't even know what the fuck that was. My God, look
I
at
don't
the
have nothing to do
fucking
with
build.
all that.
Can you show us real
Look at this outfit.
so the camera can see? Show me.
Come on,
what
man.
technique he was using.
I'm gonna tell y'all how to fix it as
Show
soon
me.
as y'all get done with all.
Come
All
on,
this
man.
bullshit.
Let me poke you in the eyes, man. And look, fucking Rampage is pissed. I don't blame him. This is a shit show of a podcast. You got a little dwarf running around the room in fucking wearing white paisley sweatpants in public. You're not laying around the house. He's in like half
Where the camera can see.
drag.
Show me
Look at this, half drag,
what the technique.
half like loungewear with jewelry on. He is dressed like a Dominican. Very, very weird little man. Henry Cejudo. Henry, be careful, please. All right? You are a legend of this game. I can't see you go out like this. Man, it'll really hurt my heart.